Gulf War Syndrome, Vaccine Overload, and Brain Inflammation, Examining the Risks. Introduction. Thank you for joining us today on Empowered Living, One Step at a Time with HIW. Our goal is to support your wellness journey with research-backed insights, helping you navigate the expanding world of health and wellness, an area too often sidelined in favor of economics and politics. Taking responsibility for our wellness is an act of empowerment, and every step toward understanding it brings us closer to true well-being. We invite you to stay for the disclaimer at the end of this podcast, which provides important context for the information shared. The hidden story of Gulf War Syndrome and vaccine overload. Most people are familiar with Gulf War Syndrome, GWS, a chronic illness that has left thousands of veterans suffering from neurological issues, fatigue, muscle pain, and immune dysfunction. But what many don't realize is that excessive vaccination may have been a major contributor. Up to 17 vaccines were given in a short period, ignoring manufacturer warnings that some required a year-long spacing between doses. The anthrax vaccine was contaminated with mycoplasma, a microorganism now linked to ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. Gulf War veterans had a 200% increased risk of ALS, suggesting a direct link between their vaccine exposure and neurodegenerative disease. While various factors, such as chemical exposure and stress, may have played a role, research suggests vaccine overload triggered immune dysregulation, leading to long-term damage. Microglial activation, when the immune system attacks the brain. One of the most concerning findings is the role of microglial activation, a process where the immune system overstimulates the brain's defense cells. Microglia are meant to protect the brain, but excessive immune activation can turn them into destructive agents, releasing inflammatory chemicals and free radicals. This process has been linked to Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and autism spectrum disorders. Studies suggest that over-vaccination can trigger chronic microglial activation, leading to long-term neurological impairment. In essence, when vaccines overstimulate the immune system, the brain may become collateral damage, a process known as bystander injury. Flu vaccines and the Alzheimer's connection. Dr. Hugh Futenberg, a leading immunologist, conducted a study revealing that individuals who received 5 or more flu shots between 1970 and 1980 had a 10 times higher risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Mercury and aluminum in vaccines have neurotoxic effects, contributing to long-term cognitive decline. Yearly flu shots may weaken long-term immune function, making people more vulnerable to future infections. With growing concerns about vaccine ingredients, it's worth questioning whether repeated vaccination may carry more risks than benefits. Vaccine persistence and viral mutation. Did you know that some vaccines can remain in the body for a lifetime, mutating over time? Autopsy studies found measles virus in 20% of adult brains and 45% of other organs decades after vaccination. People with chronic illnesses or high levels of free radicals may unknowingly incubate more virulent viruses. Vaccinated individuals may unknowingly spread mutated virus strains, raising concerns about vaccine-induced viral evolution. Rather than solely focusing on mass vaccination, strengthening the immune system naturally may be a safer long-term strategy. Safer alternatives, strengthening immunity naturally. Instead of relying on repeated vaccinations, research suggests certain nutrients and immune boosters can help protect against infections without overstimulating the immune system. Beta-1.3/1.6-glucan, a natural immune enhancer shown to reduce anthrax mortality from 50% to 0% in mice. Vitamin D3, essential for immune regulation, reducing inflammation, and strengthening defenses. Vitamin A and selenium support the body's antiviral response and reduce oxidative stress. Probiotics and gut health. Since 80% of the immune system resides in the gut, maintaining a balanced microbiome is crucial. By prioritizing nutritional and lifestyle-based immunity, individuals can reduce their reliance on pharmaceutical interventions while promoting long-term health. Final thoughts: the importance of informed choice. The discussion around vaccines is not about being for or against them. It's about transparency, informed consent, and considering alternative approaches to health. The overuse of vaccines may contribute to immune dysregulation and neuroinflammation. Microglial activation and bystander injury raise serious concerns about long-term brain health. Safer alternatives exist, including key nutrients, lifestyle changes, and immune-enhancing compounds. The best approach? Empower yourself with knowledge and make health decisions that align with your well-being. Disclaimer: this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any decisions about your health, vaccinations, or treatments. The information shared is based on available research and discussions in the medical and scientific community. We encourage you to explore multiple sources and make informed choices that align with your well-being. We appreciate you spending this time with us. If today's episode resonated with you, feel free to share it, follow us for more, and continue walking your wellness path one step at a time.